Hi, I'm going to show you everything I know about getting started with cloth nappies or reusable nappies or diapers if you're in the US. I've been using them with my toddler for over a year now, since she was about 7 months old. And next time around I'm definitely going to just go ahead and start using them from birth, I think, albeit slightly different brands to these. And the ones that I'm going to show you are Bambino Mio Solo all-in-one nappies, so they're from birth to potty, and then the Little Lambs all-in-one wrap as well. So both of these are super easy because you don't need all the separate components, but if you wanted to, for whatever reason, use something different, like a wrap and then something that goes on top of that, like even a terry cloth, which you might use with a newborn, and then a waterproof wrap to go outside. I'm not going to show you how to use that, but they're also great options. So first of all, I'm going to show you Little Lambs. So these are, I can't even remember what they're called. These come in different sizes. That's the first thing to say. So they're all in one, but they are, come in different sizes, and how they do it is by weight. And most mums or dads will know that they just get really au fait with weights by the time you've been for your 300th health visitor check and weigh in, but I've got no idea how much Anias weighs now. These are size 2. They're from 17 to 35 pounds, and for reference, she is 19 months old and has been using these particular ones for about 6 months, and they fit fine. So this is how they look. So they are in the shape of just your bog standard disposable nappy. The reason I like these Little Lambs ones is because they have poppers, and you can see that there are various different poppers to fit various different waists. And at the back, there's a little hole there, and that's where you put your inserts, or boosters, or whatever you want to call them, which look like this. They're just a strip of sewn together fabric, and they come in different types of materials. So hemp is very absorbent, and bamboo I think is very absorbent. There's various types. These are Little Bloom, and I think they're microfiber, so not amazingly good for the environment. I bought these used, but they're great, and you just pop those in the back like so, and you can pad them out. You can pad them out with as many as you like. Sometimes Anias at night especially is padded out so much that she's got like a balloon bum. So that's Little Lambs nappies, and I do really rate these. They're really cheap as well. I think this was about £5, and you can buy them used or new from Little Lambs website, from Amazon, from the Nappy Lady. I think Baby Pure do nappies, I'm not sure. And Facebook Marketplace are amazing for buying a big stash of someone's old nappies, and they normally will have various different types of nappies, and you can normally get a massive kit of everything you need that way. That's what I did when I was getting started. I didn't really buy, I think I bought 2 nappies new. So probably the more popular brand, or most well-known brand, and most mainstream brand is Bambino Mio, and it's for a reason. They're really good. So this is the Bambino Mio Solo all-in-ones. These are from birth to potty, as I mentioned previously, and even though they've got these poppers at the front, I actually don't know what they're for, because they are a Velcro fastening, and you can obviously fasten it wherever along the little belt. The only downside I find to the Bambino Mios is the Velcro fastening, because we've got just one nappy that the Velcro has completely gone, and you can get replacements of course, and it's just a case of sewing something new on, but that to me makes them not perfect. Although I would say they're pretty perfect. So same as the little lambs, they have a sort of insert in the back, but what's different about the Bambino Mios is that there is this which is attached, so it almost looks like an insert, but it's not. And you pull it out when you stick your nappies in the wash. So in here, in this hole here, you can pop a couple of boosters in. Not as many as the little lamb because these already are quite absorbent, but I tend to pop one. And voila! So that's the Bambino Mios. So that's how to get started with actually getting them on your baby. I'm sorry I don't have a baby here to demonstrate on, but there's a couple of other bits, technical bits that you need to know. So you can use a couple of things. You can use them just like this and then just deal with the mess. If it's a wee, obviously it's not really a big deal. You just use one of these bins with a liner that looks like this. So this is our bin, just a plastic bin. It's recycled plastic, but it's still plastic. And you can just chuck them straight in the bin inside the little kind of bin liner, which is drawstring. And then when it's full, you can just pop the drawstring straight in the washing machine. I take all of them out and unravel them before putting them in the wash, but you don't have to. Or you can do what I do, which is to add a liner on as well. So the liners are literally, it just looks like, I don't know, it just looks like tissue paper. And there's lots of different types of liners that you can get. I think these are earthlets, I'm not sure what they're called, but you can get them anyway. I've even found them in Tesco before. And you just pop a liner on top, like so, and then that catches all the poo. So if they've done a poo, let's say, you can literally just take this bit out and throw it in the bin. They are technically flushable, but I don't really buy any of that, and I just never really want to block up the pipes or the toilet with baby poo and liners, so I just throw them straight in the bin. But you don't have to use them, and I know people who don't use them, but I like to use them. So when it comes to washing, as I said, I personally take them out of the liner and unravel them. So I pull out the boosters and everything that's kind of tucked in behind, and give them a really good wash. I wash them at 60, I think, although that's not very eco, and you should probably wash them at 40. And you certainly can wash them at 40. And I don't use my eco egg. That's something to say. If you're trying to reduce your carbon footprint and you switch to an eco egg for most of your laundry, I would really recommend that you find a bulk supply of laundry liquid or make your own washing powder. That's what I do, and we use that for the nappies. Because I found that eco eggs just didn't get them clean, and because if a baby's pooing on the nappies and you're not using a liner, you doubly need it to be clean. And yeah, so I do that probably every other day. I put a wash on. I have about 25 reusable nappies, but you could get away with less depending on how much you use them, how much you're going to wash them. But I don't like to wash every day, so once every other day is perfect for me. I think that's it. I hope that's been helpful. Leave any questions for me in the comments or email me. Check out all my other zero waste tips at lucylucraft.com, and you can find me on Instagram at lucylucraft.